With video camera in hand, I walked into Chateau Lynn Restaurant in Ashland, Oregon, met up with great wine buddy Beverly McKenzie, and off we were talking about wine and food. This is Beverly, I'm Jeffrey, and this is Sancerre. So cheers.
Cheers. It's the Loire Valley.
So when we try wine, let's see what we think about this.
It's just so fresh in the nose.
Great acid, very refreshing, very crisp, makes the mouth water. Almost like a slight grapefruity quality, but a more minerally earthy quality.
And it's natural acidity. There's no added acidity here. This is totally clean and natural.
Yeah. So one of the things I really like is the acidity. When you do that little thing we were doing, which looked like, what happens is it leaves the mouth watery. So the mouth you're salivating. And part of what that's about, and a really great thing about wine and food, is that's where the body is actually starting in that salivation. We're actually starting to secrete enzymes that are going to break down food. So we should follow this up with food. And why do we want to do that? Because we look at wine, what if wine was just an ingredient that's part of a dish? So what we're really focused on here is how foods and flavors can alter our preference and our experience of a particular wine. So right now this is really crisp, fresh, zingy, lively, nice little body in the mid palate and towards the finish, but the acidity really drives through.
Absolutely, drives.
So
down the mid palate.
So what do we have? We have a piece of bread here.
Yeah, we have a lovely little crusty
Bread.
baguette, and what we put on there is some whipped brie where the rind has been removed, so there's none of that acidic rind, and you just have that natural creamy sweet brie that's just bread on it. So we're just lovely creamy brie and crusty bread.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
It's got a nice acidity in the cheese.
It does.
Beautiful.
It's got the sweet funk rather than that tart funk that brie can have, because it doesn't have that rind.
So the idea here is to chew this long enough to really get the flavor of the cheese on our palate, in the mouth.
Get it up in there.
Okay. Once we've got that, I'm going to go back here.
Oh, it even smells different. Just by having the olfactory affected by the brie. Brings out more floral notes in the nose. And it looks like you're enjoying the palate experience.
Awesome.
All right, I'm following suit.
So much richer now. It changes the whole texture. It's like the texture moves to meet the cheese. And now it still has this beautiful acidity, but it's held in like it's held in like a focus point. And there's much more fat, much more textural feel
in the wine. Suspension with fruit that's surrounding it.
Yeah. And there's these other layers of flavors there. So it really changes dramatically. It really changes the experience. Awesome, huh?
And it brings out more like stone fruit quality, apricot. That's also coming from the brie as well, not just the wine.
Right. Different flavors actually evolve out. Now, if we tried the wine just on our own and drank the bottle that way, we'd never experience this. Now, just to try something really different, here we have.
Oh yes. Niçoise olives.
So we have some Niçoise olives.
Already pitted.
And this is going to bring saltiness. So once again, just experience the mixture of the saltiness, get that flavor. It's very aromatic. It's very strong.
They're a little smoky too.
Definitely smoky. And so now we're going to go back here again. Completely different experience.
Rose petals and apple skins.
It's like we're having a totally different wine.
Yeah.
For me, I don't like it as much as I do with the cheese. I think the cheese and the bread was a more harmonious dynamic that really lifted the wine and made the wine.
This pairing is a little more masochistic.
Made the wine exotic.
Yeah.
This one, they are fighting with each other a little. But what's really interesting is just how foods and flavors can alter our preference in wine. I want to leave you with one great tip, which is when you open a wine and you absolutely hate it, celebrate. What you do is go to your fridge, open the fridge, find the nearest food you can with 0 sugar in it. Chew that food away, get that flavor in your mouth, and then try the wine again. See if it changes. Betting to think that it will, and it'll change, might even change a lot. And you might even end up liking it. Isn't that crazy?
Totally crazy.
So anyway, here's to liking it.
Here's to liking it.
Thanks.
No matter what.
Cheers.